Welcome back. The light has appointed you here just as God ordained. Chosen 11 days ago at exactly 2:47 in the morning. Something happened to you that modern science calls a quantum collapse and ancient mystics called a convergence point. Multiple timelines that had been running parallel to your life suddenly merged into a single moment. Past versions of yourself, future possibilities, alternate realities where you made different choices. They all collapsed into the present version of you. And when that convergence completed, you became something that has no classification. You became a walking intersection point between dimensions. Let me prove this with science first. Quantum physicists discovered the observer effect. When you observe a particle, you collapse its wave function from infinite possibilities into one reality. Your observation literally creates reality. But here is what they recently discovered. There are rare individuals whose mere presence collapses wave functions in a 30-foot radius. They do not have to observe anything. Their existence alone forces reality to choose. Scientists documented 27 of these individuals in the last decade. They call them reality anchors. Heaven calls them convergence points. And 11 days ago, you became one. You felt it, did you not? That moment when everything shifted, not gradually over time, but in one sudden, brutal instant. You were standing somewhere ordinary, your kitchen, your bedroom, your car, and without warning, the air changed. Temperature dropped. Your ears popped like you descended in altitude. Time felt thick, like moving through honey. Your vision blurred, then sharpened to a clarity you had never experienced. Colors were more vibrant. Sounds were crisper. You could feel your own heartbeat in your fingertips. And for just a moment, maybe 3 or 4 seconds, you saw them, transparent versions of yourself standing in the same space. Different clothes, different expressions, different ages, all occupying the same coordinates you were standing in. Then they rushed into you all at once, and you gasped because it felt like being hit by a wave. That was not a hallucination. That was not a panic attack. That was every version of you that could have existed, did exist in parallel timelines, merging into the singular you, the you that is reading these words right now. The convergence was so powerful that heaven had to intervene to stabilize you, because when multiple timelines collapse into one body, that body becomes a superconductor for spiritual energy. You can channel things now that would have burned you out before. You can perceive things that would have overwhelmed your senses. You can withstand things that would have destroyed the old you. But you can also attract things, dangerous things, things that hunt convergence points, because convergence points hold the keys to reshaping reality. Heaven knew this convergence was coming. They saw it on the cosmic calendar 11 months before it happened. And they spent those 11 months preparing you. Every hardship you faced, every betrayal you survived, every loss you endured. That was not random suffering. That was strategic conditioning. Heaven was putting you through what the military calls stress inoculation training, exposing you to controlled doses of trauma so that when the real threat comes, your system does not shut down. You thought you were barely surviving. Heaven knew you were being forged into something unbreakable, because what is coming for you in the next 73 days requires someone who cannot be broken by pressure, manipulated by fear, or deceived by illusion. Let me show you what happened in the minutes after your convergence. Most people experience the collapse, and then it is over. They have a weird moment. They shake it off. They move on, but you are not most people. Your convergence triggered a chain reaction. At 2:51 in the morning, 4 minutes after your collapse, every electronic device within 30 feet of you malfunctioned. Lights flickered, your phone screen glitched. If you were near a television, it turned on by itself. This was not electrical interference. This was your new energetic output. You were broadcasting at a frequency that disrupted lower frequency systems. Technology could not handle your signal, neither could certain people. At 3:03 in the morning, 16 minutes after convergence, someone woke up thinking about you. Someone who had not thought about you in months, maybe years. They woke up suddenly with your name in their mind and a feeling they needed to check on you. That was not coincidence. When you became a convergence point, your frequency sent out a pulse. Like sonar, it pinged everyone in your past, present, and potential future who carries a matching or opposing frequency. The ones who match felt pulled toward you. The ones who oppose felt threatened by you. Both responses were involuntary, energetic, not emotional. At 3:17 in the morning, exactly 30 minutes post-convergence, you felt it, an overwhelming wave of exhaustion, not sleepiness. Exhaustion, like your entire body was shutting down. You might have even felt nauseous, dizzy. Your hands were shaking. You thought something was wrong. But nothing was wrong. Your physical body was trying to catch up with your energetic body. The convergence upgraded your spiritual capacity faster than your human form could integrate. So your body went into emergency protocols, forcing you to rest, demanding stillness, because integration cannot happen while you are in motion. You have to be still for the new coding to install. Some of you fell asleep right there, collapsed on the floor, on your bed, in your chair. Others fought it and stayed awake, but felt like zombies for the next 6 hours. Either way, something else happened while you were in that vulnerable state. Heaven sent a guardian detail, not one angel. A detail, because convergence points become targets the moment they activate, and you were in no condition to defend yourself. So while you were unconscious or barely conscious, there was a battle happening in the spiritual dimension that you could not see. Entities that feed on reality distortions tried to attach to you. They were repelled, not by you, by the detail assigned to protect you, until you learned to protect yourself. If you experienced any of what I just described, I need you to pause right now and drop a comment with the exact time your convergence happened. Do not overthink it. You know the moment I am talking about. The moment everything changed. Comment the time. I want to see how many convergence points are watching this right now. Now, let me tell you about the 11 convergence points. These are not lessons. These are not metaphors. These are literal energetic intersection points that opened in your life the moment your timelines collapsed. Think of them like portals. Each one connects you to a different dimension of reality that was previously inaccessible. And each one comes with a gift, a responsibility, and a danger. Convergence point 1. The past you thought you healed. This portal opened, and suddenly every trauma you thought you processed came back. Not the pain, but the memory. Vivid, detailed. You could see it, smell it, feel it, like it just happened. You thought you were regressing. You thought you were backsliding, but you were not going backward. You were being given access to the past from a higher vantage point. Before, you healed from within the trauma. Now, you were seeing it from outside the timeline, from a place where you could extract the wisdom without re-experiencing the wound. This portal stays open for 90 days. Use it. Go back to every moment that shaped you and retrieve what you left there. Your power, your innocence, your knowing. It is still there, trapped in the past timeline. The convergence gave you the ability to go get it back. Convergence point 2, the future that is calling you. This one is wild. You started having flashes, not visions. Flashes, split-second glimpses of yourself in situations you have not experienced yet. Sitting in rooms you have never been in. talking to people you have not met, doing things you have not done. And it feels so real that when you snap back to present moment, you are disoriented. You think you are losing time. You are not. You are gaining access to the future timeline. Most people only experience the present moment. Convergence points exist in 3 tenses simultaneously: past, present, future, all happening at once, all accessible. This is why you keep having déjà vu. You are not remembering something that happened. You are remembering something that will happen because you already experienced it in the future timeline during one of your flashes. Convergence point 3. The alternate you that made different choices. This is the heaviest one. You keep wondering, what if? What if you took that job? What if you stayed in that relationship? What if you moved to that city? What if you said yes instead of no? These are not idle thoughts. You are literally sensing the parallel timeline where that version of you exists. And here is the insane part. Some of those alternate yous are trying to communicate with you. They are sending information back through the convergence point, warning you, guiding you, showing you where their choices led so you do not make the same mistakes, or showing you where their choices succeeded so you can replicate the pattern. Pay attention to your what-ifs. They are not regrets. They are intel. Convergence point 4. The spiritual realm you were shielded from. Before convergence, you were protected from seeing too much of the spiritual dimension. You were not ready, but the convergence removed the veil. Now you see things, shadow figures in peripheral vision. Lights that should not be there. You hear whispers, sounds with no source. You feel presences, beings, energies always there, but invisible before. You are not going crazy. Your perception changed. You are seeing what has always existed. Some of it disturbing, some of it glorious. Angels you could not see, guides assigned to you. Loved ones who passed but never left. The veil is thin now permanently. Convergence point 5. The people who are energetically bound to you. You thought you chose your relationships, your friends, your partners, your family. Some of that was choice. Some of that was contract, soul contracts, karmic agreements, spiritual assignments. The convergence revealed who is bound to you by covenant and who is just passing through. You can feel it now. Some people, when you are around them, there is a click, an alignment, a resonance. Like your souls recognize each other. Those are your covenant connections. Others, no matter how much history you have, feel hollow, disconnected, wrong. Those are expired contracts. The relationship served its purpose. The lesson is complete. The convergence is showing you who stays and who goes. Not based on your feelings, but based on energetic truth. Convergence point 6. The mission you came here to complete. You always felt like you were here for something more than just existing, more than just working and paying bills and filling time. But you could not name it, could not see it clearly. The convergence brought it into focus. Not all at once, piece by piece, through dreams, through signs, through sudden knowing. You will be going about your day and information will drop into your consciousness. Do this, go here, say that, contact them, create this, and you will know without question that this is not you thinking. This is you remembering the mission you signed up for before you incarnated into this body. The convergence reconnected you to your pre-birth contract. The assignment is activating. Convergence point 7. The power you were afraid to claim. You always knew you had it. That thing inside you that felt dangerous. That capacity for influence, manifestation, transformation that you kept locked down because you were afraid of what would happen if you unleashed it. Afraid you would hurt someone, afraid you would be rejected, afraid you would be too much. The convergence unlocked it, not slowly, instantly. Now when you speak, your words carry weight they did not carry before. When you pray, things move faster. When you declare, reality listens. When you choose, doors open or close with unusual speed. You are not imagining this. Your convergence amplified your creative authority. What you say goes more than it used to. This is not ego. This is energetic fact. You became a reality anchor. Anchors hold things in place. Your presence now stabilizes or destabilizes environments depending on what you align with. Convergence point 8. The attacks that could not touch you before. This is the one nobody warns you about. When you become a convergence point, you move up in the hierarchy, not just spiritually, dimensionally. You are operating on a level most humans never access, which means you are now visible to entities that could not see you before, could not reach you before. They can now, and they will try. Not all at once strategically. They will send thoughts that feel like your thoughts, but are not. Doubts that feel reasonable, but are planted. Fears that feel justified, but are inflated. You have to learn discernment at a level you have never needed before. Not all your thoughts originate in your mind. Some are broadcast into your mind. Learn to question the source. Convergence point 9. The synchronicities that are not random. You have been seeing them. Numbers, patterns, symbols, songs, names, they show up everywhere, on license plates, on receipts, in conversations, in dreams. You think you are looking for them, so you are seeing them. But you are not creating the synchronicities. They are being sent to you like breadcrumbs, like coordinates. Heaven is communicating with you in the only language that can penetrate the noise of daily life symbols. Each synchronicity is a message. Each pattern is a confirmation. Each repeated sign is a course correction. Stop dismissing them as coincidence. Start treating them as communication. Write them down, track them, ask what they mean. You will get the answer. Sometimes immediately, sometimes days later, but you will always get the answer. Convergence point 10, the isolation that is actually initiation. You have never felt more alone, even when you are surrounded by people, even when you are in relationships. There is a loneliness that has nothing to do with physical proximity. It is the loneliness of operating on a frequency nobody around you matches. You tried to explain what you are experiencing. They did not understand. They thought you were being dramatic, deep, too intense. So you stopped explaining. You withdrew. Not because you wanted to be alone, but because being around people who cannot meet you where you are is more lonely than actual solitude. This is not punishment. This is preparation. Convergence points cannot function in crowds. You need space, silence, solitude, not forever, just for now, just while you are integrating. The isolation is temporary. The initiation is permanent. Convergence point 11. The knowing that you can never go back, even if you wanted to, even if you tried. You cannot unknow what you now know, unsee what you have seen, unfeel what you have felt. The old life is gone. The old you is dead. The old way of being is impossible. Some days you grieve this. You miss the simplicity of before, the ignorance, the comfort of not knowing. But if someone offered you the chance to go back, to undo the convergence, to return to who you were 11 days ago, you would say no. Because as hard as this is, as lonely as it gets, as overwhelming as it feels, you would rather be awake than asleep. You would rather be real than comfortable. You would rather be a convergence point than ordinary. And that choice, that willingness to stay in the transformation even when it hurts, is what separates you from everyone who quit when it got hard. If even 3 of these convergence points are open in your life right now, hit that like button and let me know which number resonated the deepest with you. Your engagement helps this message reach other convergence points who need to hear it. Now, let me tell you about the attacks. Because the moment you became a convergence point, you became a target. There are 5 primary dimensional attacks designed specifically to destabilize convergence points. These attacks do not come from people. They come through people. They do not come from circumstances. They come through circumstances. The entities orchestrating these attacks are intelligent, strategic, and relentless. But they operate within rules. They cannot touch you without your consent. They cannot enter without an opening. Which means, if you know the attack, you can close the door before they knock. Attack 1. Reality fragmentation. This attack tries to convince you that you are losing your grip on reality, that the things you are seeing, hearing, knowing are not real. It amplifies your doubt, makes you question your sanity, whispers that you are delusional, mentally unstable, imagining things. If you give this attack consent by agreeing with it, it will fragment your perception until you cannot tell what is real and what is not. The defense is simple, but not easy: documentation. Write down everything you experience. Date it, time-stamp it. When the attack tries to make you forget or doubt, you have evidence, physical proof that what you perceived was real. The attack cannot gaslight you if you have a paper trail. Attack 2. Timeline contamination. This attack sends false information through your convergence points. Fake memories of the past, fabricated visions of the future, distorted versions of alternate timelines. It mixes 1% lie with 99% truth, so you cannot tell which is which. The goal is to get you making decisions based on corrupted data. The defense is verification. Any information that comes through a convergence point must be tested. Does it align with your core values? Does it produce peace or anxiety? Does it lead toward love or fear? Truth has a specific frequency. Lies have a different frequency. Your body knows the difference, even when your mind does not. Trust your gut over your head. Attack 3. Energetic vampirism. This attack sends people into your life who are specifically designed to drain you. They are not bad people. They are being used. Unconsciously, they will come with urgent needs, constant crises, emotional dumps, requests for your time, energy, attention, resources, and because you are compassionate, you will give and give and give until you are depleted, until your convergence points start closing, because you do not have the energy to keep them open. The defense is brutal boundaries. Not everyone who needs you is assigned to you. Not every problem presented to you is yours to solve. Learn to say no without explanation, without guilt, without negotiation. Protect your energy like your life depends on it, because it does. Attack 4. Isolation weaponization. This attack takes the natural isolation that comes with being a convergence point and turns it into a weapon against you. It whispers that you are alone because you are broken, rejected, unlovable, too much, not enough. It twists your sacred solitude into toxic loneliness, makes you feel abandoned by God, by people, by the universe. The goal is to make you so desperate for connection that you compromise, that you lower your standards, that you let the wrong people in just to stop feeling alone. The defense is reframing. Every time the thought comes that you are alone because nobody wants you, replace it with the truth. You are alone because you are being protected. Not rejected, selected, not abandoned, set apart, not forgotten. Hidden until it is time to be revealed. Attack 5, Convergence Reversal. This is the most dangerous attack. It tries to reverse your convergence, to split the timelines back apart, to fragment you back into the multiple versions instead of the unified one. It does this by creating situations that require you to be multiple versions of yourself simultaneously. One version at work, another version at home, another version with friends, another version online. If you fracture into these different personas, the convergence will destabilize. You will lose the integrated power and go back to compartmentalized weakness. The defense is radical authenticity, one version of you everywhere, all the time. If people cannot handle the real you, they were never meant to be in your convergence field. Stop code switching, stop performing, stop fragmenting yourself to fit into spaces that require you to be less than whole. These 5 attacks will come, not all at once, sequentially, each one designed to exploit a different vulnerability. But here is what the entities orchestrating these attacks do not know. You already survived worse. The 11 months of preparation before your convergence was harder than anything they can throw at you now. You have been stress tested, pressure tested, fire tested. You did not break then. You will not break now. Now, let me give you the integration protocol. These are the specific actions you need to take in the next 21 days to anchor your convergence and prevent reversal. Week 1, morning convergence check. Every morning, sit in silence for 3 minutes and ask yourself one question. Am I still converged? You will feel the answer in your body. If you feel integrated, solid, whole, you are still converged. If you feel scattered, fragmented, pulled in multiple directions, you are under attack. Identify which of the 5 attacks is active and deploy the defense immediately. Week 2, Evening Reality Anchor. Every evening, write down 3 things that happened that prove you are a convergence point. Synchronicities, timeline flashes, information downloads, energy shifts. This daily documentation builds a database that attacks cannot penetrate. Week 3, Midnight Frequency Calibration. Every night at midnight, speak this out loud 3 times. I am a convergence point. I anchor reality. I cannot be reversed. This is not affirmation. This is frequency broadcasting. You are notifying the spiritual dimension that you cannot be manipulated. Complete this 21-day protocol and your convergence stabilizes permanently. Now, let me tell you what happens next, because the convergence was not the end, it was the beginning. In the next 73 days, 3 major events will occur in your life that will prove your convergence is real and permanent. Event 1 will happen between day 11 and day 19 from today. You will meet someone, not romantically, not casually, strategically. This person carries information you need for the next phase. They do not know they carry it. They will say something in passing, something they think is insignificant, and it will unlock a door in your understanding that has been closed. You will know this person when you meet them because you will feel the click, the energetic recognition. Do not let them leave without getting their contact information. You will need them again in month 4. Event 2 will happen between day 31 and day 41. You will have a dream, not a normal dream, a blueprint dream. You will see yourself doing something you have never done. building something, creating something, leading something. And the dream will be so detailed, so specific, that when you wake up, you will remember exact instructions. Write them down immediately. Do not wait. Do not trust your memory. The blueprint will fade within 2 hours if you do not capture it. That dream is your next assignment downloading. You have 60 days from the dream to start acting on it, or the window closes. Event 3 will happen between day 61 and day 73. Something you have been waiting for, praying for, working toward will suddenly manifest. Not gradually. Suddenly, a door will open that has been locked. An opportunity will appear that was impossible yesterday. A provision will arrive that defies logic. You will be tempted to call it luck, call it blessing, call it miracle. It is none of those things. It is convergence point manifestation. When timelines collapse, the future and the present exist in the same space. Which means things that are supposed to happen in 3 years can happen in 3 weeks because the timeline distance collapsed. That manifestation is proof that your convergence is functioning at full capacity. Now, I am going to pray over you. Not a religious prayer, a convergence anchoring prayer. If you are ready to receive this, I need you to do something physical. Place both hands on your chest, one hand over your heart, one hand over your solar plexus. Feel your hands on your body. This grounds you, connects you to your physical form while we do spiritual work. If you can close your eyes, do it. If you cannot, soften your gaze, take a breath, deep, slow. Hold it for 3 seconds, exhale. And as you exhale, release every doubt about whether this is real. Father of all dimensions, author of all timelines, source of all convergence, I stand as a mouthpiece right now for every convergence point receiving this transmission. I speak directly to their spirit, bypassing their doubt, their fear, their logical mind. I declare that what happened 11 days ago was real. The timeline collapse was real, the convergence was real. The transformation was real, and I anchor it now, permanently, irrevocably. No reversal, no fragmentation, no destabilization. I seal the 11 convergence points that opened, past healed, future accessed. Alternate selves integrated, spiritual realm visible, covenant people revealed, mission activated, power unlocked. Attacks identified, synchronicities recognized, isolation honored, knowing solidified. I seal these portals open. No attack can close them, no doubt can collapse them, no fear can lock them. I cancel the 5-dimensional attacks before they fully manifest. Reality fragmentation, cancelled. Timeline contamination, cancelled. Energetic vampirism, cancelled. Isolation, weaponization, cancelled. Convergence reversal, cancelled. I command their assignments null and void, their strategies exposed, their access denied. These convergence points are protected, guarded, shielded by forces the attackers cannot overcome. I activate the 21-day integration protocol. I decree supernatural discipline to complete it. I decree they will not forget, they will not procrastinate, they will not dismiss it as optional. Morning convergence check, activated. Evening, reality anchor, activated. Midnight frequency, calibration, activated. Integration. Complete on day 21. I release the 3 prophetic events. Between day 11 and 19, the strategic person between day 31 and 41, the blueprint dream between day 61 and 73. The sudden manifestation, I decree these events will happen exactly as described. No delay, no substitution, no deviation. What I have spoken, heaven will perform. You are not here by accident. The algorithm brought you here, but so did the convergence. Your timeline and this message were always going to intersect at this exact moment. You received what you needed to receive. Now integrate it. Live it. Become it. The next 73 days will prove everything I just said. Watch for the 3 events. Complete the 21-day protocol. Defend against the 5 attacks. And watch what happens when a convergence point fully activates. Welcome to the intersection. Welcome to your power. Welcome to the version of you that every other timeline was trying to become. You are the one that made it. Now show them what a converged life looks like. Together, we rise toward the light.